Over the years, we've had a ton of fun targeting one buck and chasing after him all season. It all starts in the summer when we run dozens of trail cameras to find that one giant lurking in the woods. We first started noticing this buck in the summer of 2021. He caught our attention and was put on the list for one of the bucks we were going to chase that year. We could never pattern this deer, and he was very hard to hunt. With the start of archer season, we had little luck finding him and no sightings. This all changed, however, on an afternoon hunt Eli had during the start of the pre-rut.
Okay guys, it's about 4:30. Carly and I have been sitting here for an hour and a half so far. When we walked in, there was two doe right under the stand that we spooked. Then about a half hour ago, we had a flock of turkeys, but Carly just looked up and saw a doe out in the food plot. So hopefully we got a buck that'll check them out by the end of the night. After my morning hunt, my way home, I saw a giant buck. At least I thought. I didn't see him very long, but he looked nice. So a real nice buck run down this way. He might be right up in here, or he might be long gone, who knows. But this doe keeps looking back, so hopefully there's at least another doe, if not a buck behind her. Still got a lot of time left, so we'll see.
As you can see from the shot, the deer ended up ducking and the arrow hit high. Trail cameras confirmed that the deer had survived, but we ended up not seeing him the rest of the season. With no more sightings, we dubbed the buck the name Ghost. He seemed to disappear, but we knew he was still out there somewhere. The following year, we made it a mission to find this buck. Sure enough, we got trail camera pictures of him again. We knew he was in the area, so when archery season started, we began the chase. The deer lived up to his name, as we never saw him during archery season. With this being said, we continued to get pictures of him. Rifle season in Pennsylvania had opened, but we remained hopeful he would survive the Orange Army, or we would get a crack at him. Sure enough, this opportunity came with a week left of season.
Alright guys, just made it to my spot. Unfortunately, I spooked 3 doe coming in. My original plan was to sit up on top of this field. The other day, Joel saw one of our huge bucks when he was walking out up on top of this field with some doe. So I planned on sitting up there. I walked up there, spooked the doe, and you can't see that far. The hill kind of, it's right at the top of the hill kind of rolls, but so I decided to back out, and I came down and I'm sitting at the bottom of the field kind of looking out. I can't see the wood line where they would come out at, but we're thinking this buck didn't actually come out of that woods where the doe were, and we're thinking it might have crossed this big field down from the creek below me. It's super thick in the woods on the other side of this creek, and I think that's where he came from. So there's only a week left, so we're getting pretty aggressive. I've never really seen a big buck in a field in PA in rifle season, to be honest with you, in our area, but we're going for broke, have nothing else to lose. All I got is a buck tag left, so we're gonna give it all we got the next week, and really hoping we can lay this buck down. You will not believe what just happened. I'm sitting here in my spot. I bumped 3 doe coming in, so I just like, screw it, I'll just come down here, sit in the bottom of the field. And I'm sitting here. It's getting, there was like an hour and a half left of light. It's starting to get prime time, but I really wasn't paying much attention. And all of a sudden, I just happened to look to my left. There's 2 doe standing 20 yards from me. I'm like, what in the world? They just came from nowhere. And the big doe was super on edge. The fawn was just feeding, didn't really pay any attention. But my wind's, I'm right next to a creek, so my wind's kind of swirling down here, and she definitely knew something was up. But the fawn kept looking back in the corner. So I knew something was coming back here, or gonna come in. This is where Joel and Dad saw the really big one a few days ago when they were walking out. So I just had a sneaky feeling that was that buck behind it. So I slowly grabbed my gun. All I could see, there's kind of a depression in the field, the doe's head, and she was fixed right on me, just her head. And I looked up on the horizon, and I just see a rat coming over the hill. I'm like, oh my gosh. And he crested the hill, and the doe was starting to like stomp a little bit, getting really on edge. I could not turn the camera to it. It was either shoot the buck or he's gonna run away. So I quick pulled up, and he's quartering to me a little bit. So I put the crosshair right on his chest, shoulder area, and hit him pretty good. And he was running down, his leg was flinging. I knew I smoked him. I could see blood coming out. So I jacked another shell in, shot him again when he was running, and dumped him. And he's laying right on the corner of the field right here, right on the edge. I cannot believe it. It's the buck that we were in here after. Eli actually hit this buck last year. There he is. Dad just got down here. Everybody else is either at school or at work, so just my dad and I for now. We're gonna walk up to this buck. You can see my setup right here. I didn't have much cover. That's probably why the doe saw me, but I figured I'd be able to shoot before they got that close. But unfortunately, the doe got super close, and no way I could even move to get the camera at all. It was either shoot the buck or never see it again. So I obviously shot the buck. So we're gonna walk up to it now.
down he is. Man, look at that thing. Awesome buck. He's got a little bit of kickers here. It's a stud. Alright guys, we're up here in the general area where I shot the buck, just looking for blood just for the heck of it. We don't see any right here, but you can see how the hill or the field rolls over right here. That's where the buck came out of in that corner, and he walked up here. I think he was out in the field there for a little bit before I saw him, just because of the way the doe were acting, but I shot him roughly right in here, and I was sitting right down under those hemlock there. You can see my camera tripod in my chair. And I shot him right here. He took off, and I jacked another one, shot him again, and that one, I'm pretty sure hit him too, because he really buckled and he's laying dead right there.